So even though Indol's Titan is a lot smaller than some of the other ones, especially, when you think like Moradane, Gormod, Uriah, I mean, it's probably even smaller than Temperantia. I mean, it still is by no means small. I mean, again, you're on this giant beast that, it's huge. Hey everyone, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Zeke, I think, broke his leg. And, I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, we stopped Bana's assassination attempt by fighting a giant robot. And this time, we're finally heading to Tantal. So let's go. Actually, ship captain was in the line, and we'll go into deep mourning for Lady Fen. Then was nobody left to steer ship, and so Dora gets selected to replace. Dora never go there before, so we'll have to work hard to make trip success. Dora, not worry though. With Prince of Tantal on board, getting in should be a piece of pollen cake.
Say, chum, which one do you fancy? Pyra or Mithra?
Zeke. You can't just ask someone... Anyway, they're the same person. I've never really thought of them separately.
Are you serious? But they're like totally different characters. Like, Mithra is jolly intense. And Pyra is just totally mellow, or, I don't know, what's the opposite of pushy?
On the outside, maybe. But Pyra's got a lot of backbone, too. She can be pretty stubborn.
You seem to understand them pretty deep. Well, I suppose you are their driver.
Hey!
Yeah?
You're a prince from Tantal, aren't you, Zeke? Why were you in the Praetorium?
I mean, you can't just ask someone.
Oh, his old man kicked him out.
Oi! No, bad blade, bad. How long have you been standing there?
From about... Which one do you fancy?
Which one do you
As I was saying, my prince got disowned by his father. He's been traveling the world for fun, instead of attending to his studies. Then bye!
It wasn't for fun. I was learning all about, society and international relations.
International relations, that what you call it?
Oi, can it you? What are you doing anyway? Dissing her.
You guys crack me up.
I love him, really.
Oh. Anyway, he sounds tough. Zeke's dad, I mean.
Tantal is an isolationist society. Crossing its borders without leave is strictly forbidden. It's been that way for ages now.
Oh.
But you've seen how my prince here is. Couldn't stop himself leaving a few times, so he got chewed out and disowned. Back when he was 15 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Then the Praetor himself found him half dead on the ground, took him in. He made up that special envoy stuff.
And that how you ended up in Indol? It all makes sense now. Oh, but wait. Is it to Tantal then?
This time we've got official business from the Praetorium. It'll be fine, probably. Besides,
Yeah?
Tantal is too ignorant of the outside world. It needs a wake-up call.
Sire, we have reached the designated coordinates. Please.
Right! Ready?
You betcha!
Huh?
Shut up and sit down, chum. This'll be great!
My lord, Genbu has begun surfacing.
I am aware. It's Pandoria.
Then the prince...
Yes.
We have received reports that he made contact with the Aegis in Indol.
So after 500 years, he makes his move. Praetor Amalthus.
My lord?
We must act to protect our days of peace, even if they are a dream that cannot last.
It's just like a bigger version of Turtus.
It's called Genbu. It's the same, like, Titan type as Uriah. Normally, it's submerged in the Cloud Sea.
Even in early fall, it can get pretty cold inside Tantal. Mind you don't freeze.
I really can't stand the cold.
I can provide my own warmth. You can stay close to me if you like.
Me as well.
You guys are pretty handy to have around.
Well, it is our trademark, right?
Essentially.
Aren't you going to be cold like that, Shellhead?
I'm used to it. I'll be dandy.
He's naturally dense. It's good insulation.
Oh, makes sense.
Stop encouraging her, gang of bullies!
And well, we're at Tantal now. And that means a new stage has been added to Tiger. But yeah, we are now on Tantal. And it's very different from everything else we've seen so far. There's yeah, it's a very snowy area. And you know how in Left 3 I pointed out how you can see everyone's footprints in the sand? Yeah, you can do that in the snow as well. So yeah, we got a bunch of new enemies around here, as per usual with, you know, finding a new Titan. You get a bunch of new enemies that are all about your level. Now, I will say, this is definitely going to be the last episode of story progression for a decent while, because the next side questing run is going to be very long, and it will be starting after this episode. I can guarantee you that much. And that will be our last side questing round until post-game. Not to spoil anything, but... Nope. Oh, wait.
Hey, Mia? Do you... mind?
Come on, it's not so bad. You're just so warm. I can't help it.
It's a function of what's known as infrared radiation.
Gramps knows everything.
I'm not your personal heater, you know?
My lady. If you desire warmth, why not take some from me? Miss Pyra seems to be in some distress.
No way. Your fur's all stiff and spiky with a cold. It'd be murder on my sensitive skin.
But, my lady...
Hey, is it just me, or are the ether lines really dim?
What is meaning of ether lines?
You know, those things. The glowing threads that run inside a Titan.
That is the glow of pure ether coursing through the Titan's body. You can compare it to the bloodstream of a human.
You've got good eyes. Genbu has pretty bad circulation compared to other titans. They say it's why we have a cold climate and awful crops.
So it's cold-blooded?
Call it what you like.
So yeah, a little bit of lore about Genbu. But yeah, as I was saying before the cutscene, after this next side questing run, I will be progressing the story all the way until the end of the game. The story has basically, even at this point, I hesitate to even say that it's a break in the story. When we actually, because we are heading to the capital of Tantal, and then we're going to start doing the quests there. But after that point, there is no point when the quests slow down, or when the main storyline slows down, or it really makes sense at all to leave the main quest. So yeah. Again, that's just my rationale behind everything. So yeah. Yeah, Tantal, again, I've said this about literally every area in the game so far, except Temperantia, but I just love how everything in this world looks.
Very well.
And
Shall
also,
we dance?
Okay, we couldn't hear it because we got engaged into a fight, but I switched it to day for a very important reason. Okay. Grand scheme of things is not actually that important. But the music, though. I'll play it during the end slate, but the music of Tantal is amazing. We find the three vein crossroads, and well, we're almost to the capital. We can see a heart-to-heart down there. We'll view that during our side questing run that'll be happening in not too long. But yeah, we can see the capital up ahead. It's nice and snowy. And, I mean, as expected, this area is very dangerous. Snow is the usual weather. There is a different type of weather that can show up. Be very careful about that. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal in this part of Tantal. But we found the capital approach, and, well, the capital itself.
Oh my. This is the very picture of the ancient civilizations I've read about.
It's a pretty classic look. You know the old land of Torna? They had a proud and noble civilization, rivaled only by Judicium at the time. But, whereas Judicium were the masters of biological arts, Tornans knew all there was to know about engineering. The proud blood of Torna runs in the veins of us Tantalese.
As there are people to pass it on to, civilization will endure. Knowledge is inherited, much like life itself.
Nice quote. You should write that down.
Thank you.
It's not that simple, though.
Huh?
You'll see.
Just the music of Tantal is probably my favorite thing about it. Yes, it looks beautiful, but the music's amazing. Both in the capital and in Tantal itself. Or just in the land itself.
A new locale.
We find the Theoswar main gate.
I've gained a new memory.
And we're gonna keep on moving along.
Whoa, that's a pretty lively market.
It's the black market.
Black market?
Tantal is so cold. There's precious little in the way of local produce to sell. Just look. All the regular shops are shuttered.
You're right. They're mostly empty.
Instead, folks pay ungodly prices for produce that's been smuggled in from other nations. And since it's the only thing keeping people from actually starving, the bigwigs just turn a blind eye.
So most of the agricultural production is wasted just surviving, and the country grows weak.
Exactly.
So even the wisdom of a proud ancient civilization cannot solve all problems.
Ancient civilization sounds good and all, but basically, this place is a giant museum with no tourists. That's not going to feed anyone.
And so, we have this. And this is as far as I'm going to go. This is the one time I'm actually going to have to research quests, because essentially, once we head into the palace, the story basically, as far as I'm concerned, it goes to a point of no return, in terms of just how serious everything is. So, we'll be exploring things that are not that, because there is still quite a bit to do in Theosoir. Tantal, we're going to be very limited in what we do just because of how I am running things. Yeah. This is actually a very important area, the Theospati Temple Ruins. If we head on, I believe it's over here. And is it? Where is it exactly? There is something around here that I know is very important. Where is it exactly? I thought... Oh, it's up there. Okay. It is top level. Or not... Well, yeah, no, top level. This is something that we're going to want to remember. I'm actually going to most likely do this off-screen in between episodes. But if we head out over here, we have a cracked wall. Whoa! We need a lot of Earth Mastery. So just give me a moment to switch in my Earth Mastery, people.
It sounds fun.
Looking forward to it.
What would you do without me?
I'm sure it'll work out great. Next, more power. With this power.
Alright, so now that we've gotten things taken care of, I forgot that I actually have some that have multiple levels of Earth Master, because usually I just kind of leave Common Blades just base level. But here we have the Altar of Sealing. Yeah, we need to deliver 100 total of these items. I believe it's a random selection of 4 from a list of 12. I might be wrong about that. But, yeah, I'll think about it. No, I will do that right now, so... just let me cut away for a moment to get all of that. Get enough stuff to go through that Altar of Sealing.
Together at last.
I've waited for this.
Don't let me get rusty.
Finally, it's my turn.
Keep a close eye out for trouble.
Where do we go from here?
could have sworn... Now let's see.
Leave it to me. I know more than I let on.
Isn't it great we can get all this stuff right out of the ground?
I could have sworn.
Maybe agriculture is Poppy's specialist field.
Isn't it great we can get all this stuff right out of the ground?
Meh. Long journeys make Tora tired.
Refresh and set off again.
Came a pretty long way, eh?
Onwards!
I could have sworn.
Hey! Hey!
Now let's see.
Flora heals an aching soul.
We've arrived. Where do we go from here?
Now let's see. I could have sworn.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Let's go.
Onwards!
I could have sworn. I could have sworn.
Come on, come
This
to Mama.
knowledge will come in use. Flora heals an aching soul.
Off we go!
Refresh and set off again.
I could have sworn. I could have sworn.
This knowledge will come in useful.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Let's go.
Onwards!
Now let's see. Now let's see.
Come on, come to
Flora
Mama.
heals an aching soul.
Let's go.
Onwards!
I could have sworn. could have sworn.
Come on, come to
Flora
Mama.
heals an aching soul.
Close eye out for trouble.
Where do we go from here?
Hey!
Keep a close eye out for trouble.
Where do we go from here?
Now, let's see. I could have sworn.
Come on, come
This
to
knowledge
Mama.
will come in useful.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Let's go.
Onwards!
I could have sworn. I could have sworn.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Let's go.
Onwards!
I could have sworn. Now, let's see.
Come on, come
This
to
knowledge
Mama.
will come in useful.
Flora heals an aching soul.
We've arrived.
Where do we go from here?
I could have sworn. I could have sworn.
Come on, come
This
to
knowledge
Mama.
will come in useful.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Off we go!
Refresh and set off again.
Now, let's see. Now, let's see.
This knowledge will come in useful.
Let's go.
Onwards!
Now, let's see. Now, let's see.
Come on, come
This
to
knowledge
Mama.
will come in useful.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Off we go!
Refresh and set off again.
Now, let's see. I could have sworn.
Come on, come
This
to
knowledge
Mama.
will come in useful.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Refresh and set off again.
Now let's see. I could have sworn.
Come on, come to
Flora
Mama.
heals an aching soul.
We've arrived.
Where do we go from here?
I could have sworn. Now let's see.
This knowledge will come in useful.
Flora heals an aching soul.
We've arrived.
Where do we go from here?
Now let's see. Now let's see.
Come on, come to
This knowledge
Mama.
will come in useful.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Let's go.
Onwards!
Now let's see. I could have sworn.
Come on, come to
This
Mama.
knowledge will come in useful.
Flora heals an aching soul.
Evening is upon us, it seems.
Long journeys make
Fatigue is a
tourists
silent
tired.
killer. We had better
Refresh
rest
and
soon.
set off again.
So honestly, getting all of the stuff required for opening up that mysterious thing, it's not too difficult to get. If you keep skip traveling to Uriah's Yearn of the Elderwood, there are two collection points, both of them very easy. They're just right next to the skip travel location. They have a chance of dropping black pomegranates, and yeah, you need a lot of them, but it still is most good. The rest of these, I believe they are, the acid tomato and the poison flesh, I believe, are both found in Temperantia. However, I will explore that over the course of the side questing. Lazy crayfish, I believe, are also Uriah, but I don't remember exactly where they are. It's just easiest to go to the Yearn of the Elderwood because that just has it has two collection points where you can get black pomegranates right away. Botany and agronomy both really help out with that. And yeah, once we get that up to 100, who'd have thought something like this would have been tucked away in here? And we get the sealed core crystal. And while usually I would wait in between parts, I'll just wait in between parts for the gotcha blades.
If I may.
I
think we should... Really? I want to see if we can open this up just because we're right in the area. I have switched in some other blades just to get through that quicker. I might... Oh.
Let's sock it to him!
Weird.
Don't let me get rusty.
No one else has focus. That's unfortunate. Unless Corvin does? Oh, Wolfric has focus?
fun.
Sure, why not? That should be able
This is for a
to
just cause.
get us through on full focus. We can open up this container. That will give us only common core crystals. Although, pretty good Ox core. But, for the sealed core crystal, generally, not recommended to go on Morag with this. but I don't do things by the rules. We're gonna open it up with Morag.
My name is Harold. I pray you can contain my power.
And now we welcome Harold to the crew. Harold is an ether cannon type
carry out
blade,
my mission.
same as Azami. And well, let's just go over what Harold can do. If I can actually select Harold, that is. As for her specials, Empyrean Salvo increases crit damage. Heaven's Open has a chance of piercing. Infernal Retribution increases damage when your health is low. Empyrean Salvo is really important to note. It does a lot of hits, so keep that in mind. Dissolve Seal, you deal more damage and take more damage when at max affinity, so very much you don't want to be drawing the aggro when you have Harold. Taboo increases your aggro reduction. An unlimited output it restores health after you do a successful auto attack. Electric Mastery, Super Strength, Rampage, which is unique to Harold. Harold is a very strong rare blade, and she is one that you can get, honestly, pretty easily. That heart-to-heart right there, that is Harold's heart-to-heart. We are not viewing it. We cannot do the quest until post-game. I mean, technically we can actually take care of it sooner, but again, I'm just waiting to do a lot of things until post-game. Pretty much if it requires us to go beyond points that we haven't gone to quite yet, with the exception of Temperantia, and also if we look at the upper level, anything that goes outside of this area of Tantal, or requires us to really go pretty much anywhere else in Theoswar, I'm not going to be doing. But if we're in, say, Leftheria, then we'll be doing quests Leftheria, we'll be doing stuff in Indal, we'll be doing stuff in Temperantia, we'll be exploring some more areas that we haven't gone to before in some of the other Titans, I'm sure. But yeah, that'll do it for this time, and next time, we'll start our side questing. So until then, see you guys later.